The coastal run-off doom. Donald and Douglas are Scottish twin engines. They are practical, peppery and proud. They nearly always work together. One day, Donald and Douglas were hurrying along the line, pulling a goods train with 3 trucks. On their way to the station, they met 199, aka Spampcan, who was most delighted to see the twins. "Hello there, you two," he said. "What do you want?" snapped Donald. "I'm just being friendly," said the Diesel. "Just go and do it somewhere else," said Douglas crossly. "We're a little bit preoccupied right now." "Well, all right then," said 199. "Keep up the good work, you two." But Donald and Douglas didn't dare say anything to Spampcan, and they puffed crossly away. The next day, Donald and Douglas had an important job to do. They were to take some boxcars to the harbour. When 199 saw them, he was happy to see them again, but the twins were not very happy to see 199 again. "Hello again," he said. "That's a nice long line of boxcars you've got," he said with a friendly look on his face. "Of course it is," said Donald. It's even stronger than the 2 of us, stronger than your dirty mainland diesels." "I remember," said Douglas. "The last time you were here, you couldn't even move a few tankers." "Ha!" And the twins puffed crossly away. Poor D199 felt sad. Donald and Douglas were always cold with him. That evening, the Fat Controller came to see the Scottish twins in the sheds. He had some important news. "Tomorrow, the old flour mill is going to be restored. I need an engine to take care of the job." "Yes, sir. We'll do it, sir," they said Donald and Douglas eagerly. "Very good," he said. You two will be helping with the timber work at the old flour mill tomorrow." But sir, said Porter cautiously, that old Cooper leads up to the old coastal track," he said, looking worried. "That coastal track may look indeed old," he said. "It would be dangerous for heavy engines like Gordon and Henry, but for Donald and Douglas it's safe enough." And the Fat Controller walked away feeling satisfied, and the twins looking very happy. The next morning, both Donald and Douglas did the best they could to get the job done. They had just picked up some timber from the timber mill and some workmen to aboard on the works coaches, and then the two set off to the coastal track that leads to the old flour mill. They were all excited and were still enjoying their fun and banter. They all loved their adventures and were all enjoying their day out right now. But when they got to the coastal track, Donald felt like it was so bumpy that he could easily tumble and go for a swim. "Wow!" he groaned. That was scary, Dougie," scared the cat. "I'm not R2, I'm not R2. Stow it, you two," shouted both of their drivers and firemen. And with that, the twins both stopped arguing and carried on with their task. Meanwhile, Spampcan was ranting to Frank and Duke about the twins. They're so horrid," he moaned. "They're always like that when they see a new diesel," said Duke warnfully. "If the Fat Controller sent one of them away like you planned, they would most likely have been scrapped, he said. I tried to be nice to them, grumbled Spampcan, but they're so vulgar and rude. Now, said Duke, they're not that horrid once you get to know them. They're always skipper when it comes to outsiders. You should have seen them when Boko first arrived here. They were very nasty. So it's not just me, said Spampcan, those racist black buggers. Well, excuse me, said Frank. You were like that too when you first came here. I remember. You said your controller says steam engines spoil our image. Well, I was like a different engine back then, grumbled 199. The past is in the past, and I can't do a flipping thing about it, he said crossly, and was feeling very enraged about Donald and Douglas themselves. That night, the Fat Controller came back to the sheds again to see Donald and Douglas. You two have been working hard. Tomorrow, I will send another engine to help you. Thank you, sir, said the twins, hoping if it would be Frank, Porter, or Duke. Tomorrow, 199 is going to help with the work. But the twins growled when the Fat Controller mentioned his number. All right, he said. I know this Diesel has been troublesome in the past. You two don't have to be friends, that's fine, but for God's sake, stop tormenting the poor fellow with your rudeness. And the Fat Controller, walking away, left the twins to sulk, and they both went crossly to sleep. But in the meantime, the rain began again. It began raining, and the waves swept all over the coastal track. Supports had snapped, and they were washed away, never to be found again. Now the coastal track did not look safe at all. The next morning, Donald and Douglas had set to work at once. When they saw 199, they ignored him, and 199 ignored them as well. And everything stayed quiet, but not for long. Ouch! Careful, you fake hippopotamus, shouted Douglas. Sorry, said 199 crossly. I was just trying to be really useful, and indeed he was trying to be. 199 had to pull the timber train forwards, and the twins, going backwards, had to push from the back. But when they got to the coastal track, the three engines were careful, despite the fact that there was more bickering to continue. At least I was careful, said 199, trying to take care of Donald and Douglas. Why don't you just go fall off a bridge? Shouted Douglas. Maybe I will, shouted Spampcan back. Enough, you three! Shouted their drivers and firemen, and the three all continued on. Moments later, after their arrival, the old flour mill had been restored and was as good as new again. Apparently, it was time for the three engines to go. The twins had left 199 by the time without even saying they were going anywhere. Let's make a run for it, said Donald. Are you crazy, Donny? Said Douglas. This is crazy. No, it's not, said Donald, refusing to admit he was making a mistake, and indeed he was. Then there was trouble. It had already happened. The coastal track snapped between Donald, and he was about to fall and drown any minute. The coastal track had gone to fall, said Donald. Don't worry, said Douglas. I'll pull you. He tried hard, but it was no good. "Stop!" shouted Donald's driver. "It'll fall if you keep moving." "It will fall if we keep calm on it," said Douglas warnfully. And he was right. 199 had been listening to what was going on and raced to the rescue. "Oh dear," he thought, "that track is going to snap. I'll help you all." "Don't help us, dear 199, said Douglas. "You got to be joking me," said Donald. "Why would he help us?" "Because I'm a changed diesel," said 199, and with all his might, the Scottish twins made it off the coastal track just in time. But the diesel did not. "We're terribly sorry," said Donald. "We didn't really want him to go a swim and drown. We were having some fun," said Douglas. And indeed, the twins felt terrible. They had never felt so bad in their whole lives. At last, help had arrived, and Stephanie arrived with Rocky to get 199 out of the water. But when the Fat Controller saw what happened, he was not happy. "You two were very careless to go too fast on that coastal track. Second, you two were very horrid to 199. When we eventually get him out, you will apologize and shunt trucks in the yards." "Yes, sir," said the twins sadly. The next day, 199 was at the works, and the twins came in to apologize. "We're sorry we were so horrid. Thank you for saving us." "That's all right," replied 199. "I'm sorry about the way I acted when I first came to the island." "That was 48 years ago," said Douglas. "I think it's time we have to put the past behind." "Friends now, are we?" said 199. "Glad to be friends, dear 199, the twins both said. "Thank you," said 199. "Please call me Ted from now on. I can't stand being just a number," he said. "You wish, Ted," said the twins, and the three were happy to be friends. And a few days later, 199 came back from the works looking as good as new. He was no longer Spampcan from the other railway. His name was Ted. He was now the engine he couldn't be at first, but he still had a lot to learn on the Fat Controller's railway.